crow. I know some of you. You're naughty. So I was thinking the other day, boy, an IUD has got to be a confusing thing for a uterus. I mean, like, just imagining this uterus. We'll call her Thelma. She's just like, what is this thing? Am I supposed to have a period? Do I not have a period? Oh, I have a period for 3 months straight? Oh, okay. So she's like, what is this thing? Is it an embryo? Well, I'm 35, so maybe it's an antique. And then she got so confused, she accidentally went through a Justin Bieber phase. She even Googled his dick pics. That was a new low. Turns out cold pool water, not a problem for the Biebs. I heard from Thelma. She used my phone, so. So she got so confused, she decided to become an Avon lady. I tried to tell her it was a pyramid scheme, but now we have 10 crates of Skin So Soft and $500 in new credit card debt. Then she decided to buy a PT Cruiser. She yelled, road trip, and took off to Vegas. I'm sure she'll end up hanging out at the top of a stretch Hummer, just wasted, just flashing her fallopians. She'll probably get married by Elvis to Screech from Saved by the Bell. All because of an IUD. So speaking of birth control, I'm a kindergarten teacher. Best form of birth control. So as a teacher, I have this reflective practice where I sit down and ask myself, how much permanent damage have I done to their young minds? The answer is usually a lot. So you just kind of get to a point where you're like, you'd just rather sacrifice a little bit of real learning for your own entertainment. This girl came into my class and she goes, Mrs. Elias, I just put on some lip gloss. And I just went with it. I was like, you cannot wear lip gloss. You can't wear lipstick either. Nothing on your lips. I'm a national board certified teacher. This young woman now has permanent damage to her lexicon. I know better. So I also have this kid who thinks he's invisible. I tell him to put his pencil down and he's looking right at me, just keeps scribbling away. I'm like, I can see you. So I decided to use his powers of invisibility to my advantage. So when we went to the cafeteria for lunch, I taught him to steal me an extra cookie. It doesn't matter. They won't see him. Plus, he's on the dole. So. And then the yearbook committee was coming around. They were going to do their candid shots. And I taught him to be my cloaking shield. So I can adjust my neck situation. I'm like, Johnny, get over here and block the camera so I can do the chin stretch. Seriously, it greatly reduces the number of chins on my face. So now Johnny's permanently damaged. Then I was explaining pajama day to the kids, and I had a little Spanish speaker go, so we can wear our pijamas? I was like, yeah, you can wear your Dora pajamas, your Spider-Man pajamas, any kind of pajamas. But I do have to tell you, if you keep calling it pajamas, I can't stop the other kids from thinking you're saying pinatas and hitting you with a stick until candy pops out. So much damage. You know what is damaging though? Going to the nutritionist. It's like the medical equivalent of going to the Goodwill. I go in there and I'm like, so this advice you're giving me, it's gonna work, right? And she's like, meh. Yeah, I mean it should. So at this point it's like a used CD player transaction. Then she told me, we were talking about carbs, and she told me just only eat half of a banana. I was like, who in the hell only eats half of a banana? Was it not designed to be one complete serving by God and Monsanto? What am I supposed to do? Give the rest to a local monkey? At least my mechanic is nothing like my nutritionist. If he was, he'd be like, here is the user's manual, here are some tools, now you go home and fix it.
Yeah.
We believe in you. And if you need it, there's a support group that meets on Tuesday nights in the church basement. It's called Overheaters Anonymous. Anyway, so in the mechanic, if I was like, hey, I've got a right front squeaky wheel, they'd just be like, just put some fish oil on it and drive slower. Also, we heard that gas is really bad for your car, so now just coconut water. We know it tastes like sweat, but your car will learn to love it. I'm just glad my nutritionist didn't tell me to go gluten-free. I can never be as gluten-free as you Portlanders. I'm from Vancouver. Not the Canada one. It's the one where there are trucks that drive around with metal replicas of bull testicles hanging out. They also have the bumper stickers that say "No Obama." Anyway, so you Portlanders, you think you're so cool that you really don't realize that you're surrounded by Vancouver. So take Jansen Beach, for example. That's actually Vancouver. That's where I first got flashed with an adult human penis. It's got a rapey vibe. And it starts up in West Vancouver, in Hazeldale, kind of goes down through Jansen Beach and most of the way down Interstate. Just a swath of rapiness. I think we can all agree that that part of Portland is actually Vancouver. So then you go down to Beaverton, and that's actually also Vancouver. We both love strip malls and Olive Garden. I mean, we have a shared passion for microwaved pasta. If you go around to Oregon City, Vancouver. We have teen moms and stinky rivers too. In both places you have an equal chance of getting E. coli. And then pretty much everything east of Vancouver, or of 205, sorry, is Vancouver. Especially Gresham. In both cities, there's the same number per capita of liquor stores and houses of ill repute. But you can have Multnomah Falls, we don't want it. We get enough exercise going to and from our cars in the Walmart parking lot. So then you go up to the airport area. That's fancy Vancouver. It's because of IKEA. Swedish furniture? So exotic. It's also actually where we keep our tax-free Target. So, Portland, now you realize that you're totally surrounded by Vancouver. The only way you have out is through Lake Oswego. And I don't know who wants to go there. I've heard it's where the 1% goes to die. So but don't worry, when you lay your lily white faces down on your Pottery Barn sheets, while we may not be as good as you are at wearing horn-rimmed glasses and recycling, you can rest assured that after we show you our penises, we will surround you and protect you like your sweaty, politically ignorant, alcoholic uncle.